Welcome back to another Crusty Cravings video. I'm Hannah, and today's video is going to be a little bit different. It will showcase my dad making his first loaf of sourdough bread by himself. I taught him how to make sourdough in April of 2024. I know him well. He didn't ever make it. I went to go visit again in October of 2024 and taught him every single step in the process, showed him how to do it step by step, just stuck a starter in the fridge for almost 8 months without touching it, and then on a whim just decided he was going to become a sourdough baker and has now been experimenting for the last month. The first time he made sourdough bread by himself, he sent me all of the footage for a YouTube video, so I have now pieced it all together and you can just see for yourself how well he did his first time solo.
Welcome to the first episode of I Don't Know What I'm Doing, Sourdough, inspired by Crusty Cravings by Hannah, better known as my daughter. I have been doing the starters and playing around with them, doing different ratios. I made some pizza dough balls yesterday. They're cold proofing, I guess is what she calls it, in the refrigerator. And so I got, I think, all my ingredients pretty well around here. So I'm gonna see if I can't pull off, without her help, just watching the video that she guided me through, see if I can't make a sourdough loaf of bread. Okay. All right, so the other thing, I watched her videos and I'm a boomer, so I have to make notes. I don't do videos. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna get 350 grams of water, 100 grams of starter, 450 grams of flour, and then there's another 50 grams of some kind of spelt flour. I'm just gonna do 500 of that. Okay, and then 10 grams of salt, and I'm gonna turn that into a shaggy ball. 1 hour later, I'm gonna do stretch and folds. I'm gonna do 4 sets every 30 minutes. And then I think I'm gonna let it rise. And I'm getting a little confused right now. Stay with me. All right, it's game time. Let's get this bread. That's funny. We are going to get the 350 grams of water. Wow, 355. Exact here. 350 on the button. Now we're gonna do 500 grams of flour, because I'm not gonna do the silly 50 grams of some kind of flour. I don't know what it is. If you watched any of Hannah's videos, you know that she is not into cup measurements or whatever, volume. She's into grams, which is kind of what I am. But just in case you wanted to know, 500 grams of Kirkland organic flour appears to be 3 1/4, 3 1/2 cups of flour. This is my starter I'm gonna use. This I've been having a lot of fun with. Come on. 100 grams of that. So, zero it out. Come on. Come on. Got a little crazy there. Cray. I don't know. Maybe I'm being a little too precise, but there you go. So I'm gonna kind of mix this together and get it all blurry and slurry, and then I think I'm gonna start dumping my ingredients and making my shaggy ball. Get 10 grams of this going. Perfecto. Yeah, baby. Episode 1 of I Don't Know What I'm Doing, Sourdough Edition, Crusty Cravings by Hannah. Here is my 500 grams of flour. Here is my 10 grams of salt. I'm going to kind of get that kind of mixed in there. And so it's water with the starter, flour and salt. I mean, there's nothing else that goes into this. This is crazy. Okay, so there we go. Let's start with this. I don't know if that's what you're supposed to do. That's what I'm doing. It'd be a good time to fast forward the video and like make it go real quick, like going in, making a shaggy ball. I don't know if I'm doing this right or wrong. I'm just trying to make a sticky, shaggy ball. This kind of feels like paper mache in kindergarten. A little flashback when I stuck paper mache in Linda Walker's hair and got disciplined by Miss Wood. And I threw snowballs at her on the playground. I got a paddling. All right, I don't know, Hannah. It sure feels gummy, shaggy, whatever. Don't know if that's correct. That is sticky. I think there's probably 20 grams that's going to get washed off. A bowl of water off to the side. Wash my hands in that so they don't clog my sink, because that's pretty gummy. I have transferred the shaggy ball to this, and I'm going to, I'll set it over here, out of the way, for an hour. Shaggy ball is going to be covered. We're in the stretch and fold stage. I've done one on the first loaf. I have 3 loaves. I'm screwing up the first loaf because these two look a lot alike, and when I was looking at my video, watching as I was doing the second one, I was like, 350 grams of water only went up to here. I was using this one. So I've added water to the first loaf, and then I found my mistake. So I don't know, the first one's got a lot of extra water in it, and I tried to pour it off, and I don't know what's gonna happen with the first loaf, but hey, we're having fun. And the stretch and fold seemed to go pretty good. It wasn't quite as sticky, and it was very wet. So anyhow, we are 2 minutes away from doing the first stretch and fold on the second loaf. And they're staggered. These 3 loaves are staggered 20 minutes apart. So every 20 minutes I'm doing a stretch and fold. Okay, second loaf, stretch and fold. It's first stretch and fold. So told me in her Instagram video I could wet my fingers, which I think will help. And as I watched the video that Hannah and I did, the reason you do this is to improve or strengthen your gluten matrix. Okay, so anything I say that sounds like I know what I'm doing, you should just take with a grain of salt, because I probably don't know what I'm doing. And for example, I can't remember how many stretch and folds I do. And I don't know how that's looking. But this is the second loaf. It has the proper ingredients and the proper measurements. If you recall that first loaf over there, I screwed up a little bit. Good. Okay, I've noticed in Hannah's recipes that she does, I guess, what she calls inclusions. And I'm addicted to this particular brand of jalapeno. I don't know why. They're not real hot. They've got great flavor. And I heard her say that it'll mess up your moisture because they're canned. And she puts them in an air fryer. So these are going downstairs. I've chopped them up. They're gonna go in my air fryer. I'm gonna try to dehydrate them a bit. And they're gonna be inclusion along with my favorite cheese, this cheese. Tillamook? I don't know. We're down in the basement here and I've gone 15 minutes on the air fryer with the jalapenos. They look fairly dried out. Okay, that's a wrap. I have done the inclusions. I've done 4 sets of stretch and folds. So I have 3 loaves of bread. The one I screwed up with extra moisture. We'll see what happens there. But the other 2 have the inclusions, so jalapeno and cheddar. They're gonna sit here in the oven with the light on just to give it a little heat because I have the air conditioner going. Been great. I'll report more later, but I think where I go from here is I think I'm supposed to let them sit for 4 to 7 hours, and then I do the final shape, and then I cold proof them for 12 hours, if I understand all her videos correctly. Okay, it's been a long day. I'm tired, wore out, and my daughter, she does a lot more baking than I do. Into the final shaping, I guess. This is one with inclusions. Yeah, not sure that's looking good, but I have a feeling this isn't going to turn out. Probably shouldn't have got cocky with the inclusions. Oh well.
Okay, do you remember like the candy cane motion that I taught you?
No. I don't know.
Okay. So that was pretty good.
She called it the candy cane method or something.
The goal of the pre-shape is just to get it in a cohesive ball.
You're pretty good at this, huh?
Yeah, you just create surface tension. And so then now we just let that sit for 30 minutes and we do a final shape.
I don't know. As you can tell, that one with inclusions, kind of a dead soldier. This is the one, well, that's got inclusions too? No? I think this is without inclusions, and yeah. But this one I screwed up with the water. I don't know. Looks webby, stringy. Not sure it's supposed to look like that, but well, we'll find out. I think I might have screwed up, but hey, so what? We're having fun. We're learning. Inclusions, and screwed up with water. We're gonna let it sit here, I think, for a half hour. And then we do the diaper routine or the clasp, or I don't know, it's like you fold it like a taco and then fold it the other way like a taco. Then you maybe put it in your basket. I don't know. We'll see. My Amazon package that I ordered from Hannah's store didn't arrive. Tomorrow it will, so I just went out and bought these. Probably not gonna work, but there you go. Cold proof and going to bake in the morning, I guess. Okay, Hannah, I found the linens and whatever that Mom has. I stitched that one just to, now I understand why the stitching is to give it form, bring it in and not let it sprawl out, which could be a problem. So I'm gonna let it sit for a half hour and then I'm gonna stitch it. It's bake day at Cousin Eddie's, I don't know what I'm doing, School of Sourdough. Inspired by Crusty Cravings by Hannah, AKA my daughter. I feel like I'm in a episode or the scene of Apollo 13 where failure is not an option, but it very much is an option. And I will say failure is an option, quitting is not. We've had all kinds of issues, or I've had all kinds of issues. Mainly this loaf right here is the one that had all the water issues. I screwed it up basically. So Hannah's suggesting instead of the Dutch oven that I put it in this pan covered with another pan, okay, and then take the pan off. So I guess in our oven specifically, she's suggesting that I need to go 23 minutes at 450. Normally it's 500, but our oven runs hot. So 23 minutes here, and then take the lid off or the pan off and do another 20 minutes at 450 and we're good. So she has said it is, put it in the freezer for a minute, for about 30 minutes, just so that it would firm up a little bit so I can score it. So I have my scoring device. You can get this at Home Depot, Lowe's, or we have a store called Menards. And so this is my scoring device. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put that one score ½ inch. And then she does the cute design stuff. So maybe do the cute design stuff. Let's see if that does anything. Oh, by the way, we're having a thunderstorm, and as a result, the lights have flickered, and actually the power has gone out. So I'm a little nervous here. So might have froze that a little too long. So that one's gonna go in for 20 minutes. And then the next one is gonna be the ones with inclusions that it's gonna have parchment paper on it. So stay with me. Hey, I'm sure people are dying to know what my scoring device actually is. It's needle nose vice grips with regular box cutter razor blade. So this is the other one with inclusions. So we're gonna go ahead and get this cut down. ½ inch or so, if I remember right. We're doing a wheat stock, I guess. I don't know. From Kansas, I should know what it's called. Here's what's gonna happen. since I don't know if these are gonna work, I went ahead and made some starter for today. So in about 4 hours, I'm going to perfect this. The reason I know I screwed up here are my mistakes. I over fermented the loaves, according to Hannah. Stretch and fold is not tear the dough. So when I was doing the stretch and folds, I would tear it out and fold it over because it was so tight. Big no-no. I should have used 50 grams of that whole wheat, freshly ground flour and 450 grams of the regular bread flour. I only used 500 grams of the bread flour. So, just some live and learn moments. We'll see if it works. Hannah says even if they're kind of flat, they're still gonna taste good. But of course I want perfection, and we'll just see how it turns out. Thank you for watching. Okay, this is the one with the inclusions. We shall see. We are 23 minutes into the first phase of baking. Boy, this oven is hot. That's what that one's looking like. That's the one that has too much water. Minutes. Let's check the internal temperature of these loaves. Ooh, ooh. This is with inclusions. And this is the one I screwed up. My internal temperature is 207.4. $211.3. Okay, the one I screwed up with too much moisture. Pretty baked. Right there. I don't know. What do you think, Hannah? Let it sit for an hour. See what happens. Okay, so this is the moment of truth. Promised everybody I'd post what it looks like and what it tastes like. So this is the cheddar jalapeno. I have no idea what we're in for. No idea. There you go. Could be better, but I think it's going to taste okay. Go ahead and get a
There's the newlyweds.
piece going here.
Mmm.
All right, really good.
That's good.
Is it?
Yeah,
All right.
Really good.
All
I
right.
like it a lot.
Pretty good. Hannah's is better, but yeah, she's good at it. So this is just regular sourdough. I had to make it in a regular bread tin, but looks good. Doesn't have as many holes in it as Hannah's does. Which, there you go, that's what the inside looks like.
If you like this kind of content, please like and subscribe, and comment if you want my dad to make his own sourdough channel. I think the Sourdough King deserves his own channel, making his own kind of content. He's already starting to mill his own flour and making so many things outside of just bread. He's already tried pizza and English muffins and so many other things. So let him know if you want to see his content on his channel.